Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Age 40 Years. We're getting into the holiday spirit. God, this thing's just throwing off fuzz into my eye. Should I restart? Nah, we'll just keep rolling. Getting into the holiday spirit. It's Age 40 Years. Your Christmas gift that you can give to me is to like or subscribe. Reminder, like the video. It's not that hard. Just give it a thumbs up, please. It's really not that hard. Subscribe to the channel. Also not that hard. And give me a comment. I'd appreciate it. Today we've got another tasting and review. We're going to be looking at my first Yellowstone product on this channel. As you can tell, I've gotten into this one a little bit, but it's been a while, so I'm revisiting it, and I don't have any preconceived notions on it, so we're going to give it a go and see what we think. I did a Yellowstone tasting at Clyde Spirits, it's probably 3 months ago, and one of the things I really enjoyed was the rum finish. Was a nice bottle. But today we have what they're calling their special finishes collection, and this is their toasted Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished with toasted oak staves. It's 100 proof, so 50% alcohol by volume. It just says Limestone Branch Distillery, Lebanon, Kentucky on the bottle. There's some history on the back on the special finishes collection. They use their Yellowstone bourbon mash bill. I don't know what exactly that is, but distilled and aged in Kentucky, bottled for Limestone Branch Distillery. I do think this might be a contract product, but I'm not entirely sure. I thought that there for a while it was a Beam product, but I'm not sure that that's correct. It is finished though in oak staves. We've done quite a few toasted products on here. So, I expect good things out of this, especially now that it's sat for a little while. I don't know, it has no age statement on it, so, let's just get in and see what we think. Go ahead and get started. Alright, well, the nose on this smells like a Sharpie marker. Hold on, let me roll this glass. And, look, I know some people like the smell of a Sharpie. I don't know that that's a good thing in bourbon. Hold on a minute. I mean, I wish you were here and could smell this. There's a bit of oakiness in there too. But, I mean, just straight up black Sharpie marker. Whew. That's a rough start. Rough start. I cannot not smell that now. I'm worried that that's going to be all I get on the palate. Well, it either is or it isn't. Yeah, I mean, that's what I get. A little bit of oak and Sharpie marker. So, interestingly enough, for 100 proof, the color on this is super light. I mean, that's also a little bit concerning to me. But, color doesn't necessarily mean the flavor's bad. Just might mean it's a younger product, or they didn't finish it that long. We'll see. All right. I have been rather critical of myself for not being very critical of bourbon. I would say in general, I'm pretty positive on what I'm reviewing on here. I tend to buy the things that I know I'm gonna like because I've had them or that brand before or whatever it might be. I've had things here like some of the Penelope things I've tried. Of course, some of the new Jack Daniel's products out. They just keep delivering. I'm looking up at some of the bottles, some of the Maker's Mark stuff. I mean, man, I'm very positive on them. This being my first Yellowstone on the channel, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I do not like this. That palate is thin, and it's like an oaky cardboard. It's a little spicy. Yeah, gosh, that is like oaky cardboard. I mean, I don't know how to better describe that. I think, the finish, there's no finish I mean, there is. It just tastes like that. And honestly, I mentioned at the beginning that it might be a Beam product or distilled by Beam. I don't think that's actually true, so I don't want to put false information out there. But I think Yellowstone, in the spirit of the hat I'm wearing, is getting cold this year. That's pretty rough. I don't know that I will keep drinking this. There's not a whole lot. I mean, I'm going to try it again just to make sure that we're being fair and honest. But I don't know that there's a whole lot of reason to keep this bottle around, quite frankly. That is tough. And the reason is that the nose is, the nose is just bad. And if the nose is bad, you're already going to have that in your head that the rest of the product is probably going to be tough too. It's hard to come back from a bad nose. And then you get the palate, and it's just as rough. It's thin. It's, I think this has got to be a 4-year product only. I think they're trying to finish a young product to get stuff on the shelves. And I don't know that that's true, but I would just tell you that that's how I perceive this to be. This is a pretty tough bottle. I'm going to give it one more taste and see what we think, but then we'll get into a score. But the palate is just, it's thin, it's weak, but what is there is not desirable. And then there's, essentially no finish. It's just that flavor just kind of holds through. Nothing changes, nothing interesting. It's just, it's just it's a tough one. And the thing is, I don't know, for this being a toasted product, I don't know what char level they did. There's just not transparency in what they've got here. Kind of like what you see with a Penelope, where they tell you, oh God, I'm sorry. If there's anybody that's a big Yellowstone fan out there, I'd love to know where to explore next, but this isn't it. That is not my vibe. I do not care for that. If I get into a review, and I'm not trying to be a jerk here, I'm really not, but I have a hard time imagining giving this anything more than like a 3. I would not make a cocktail with this. I think this is going to ruin a cocktail even. There's no flavors in there that I say, man, that's not great, neat, but it would be good in a cocktail. It's just, I think we got like a 2 to 2.5 on the take scale. I think anything higher than that, I have a hard time imagining scoring it that way. I would like to, I'll probably look up some reviews after the fact and just see what other people say about this bottle. Maybe there's some folks that really like it. I do not care for it, which is a shame because I love the Yellowstone branding. I think they make a nice looking bottle, not anything exceptional. But the product inside is rough. So I'm gonna give it a 2.5. That's the best I can do. I don't see any reason why I'm gonna ever open this bottle again. If anybody would like to have this bottle and you're local to South Carolina, you just let me know. We'll work something out. With that, of course, I want to remind you to please drink responsibly. Happy holidays and cheers.